Okay, this is the last kind of core question that we might run into, and this is a core question because it's the word problem. It's not that this word problem in particular is a core type problem, it's that we can expect to see a system of equations come up in some word problem context. So again, these are exactly like substitution and elimination problems, except for we just have to come up with those equations. So the first thing I'm going to do is read the problem. A physics contest has 30 multiple choice questions. Correct answer gains 4 points, while a wrong answer loses 1 point. Rolly answered every question and scores 55 points. How many questions did he answer correctly? So the first thing we need to do here is we need to make our let statements. Let's change our color, shall we? Let's do blue. So we're going to say let x represent correct questions. And we're going to say let y represent incorrect questions. So if there's 30 multiple choice questions, we can come up with one equation pretty quickly as x plus y equals 30. So the rest of the information has to do with our score. So we get 4 points for every right answer, and every incorrect answer we lose a point. So if we want to add our points up, that means that we say 4 times the number of right questions, which is x, minus 1 times the number of wrong questions, which is y, should give us our total score, which we said is 55. So now, here are my two equations, and I just dive in and solve them. So this is actually set up very nicely for elimination already, because notice my y's have the same coefficient, just opposite signs. So I can add these two equations. X plus 4x gives me 5x. Y minus y gives me 0y. Look at that. 30 plus 55 gives me 85. Therefore, 5x equals 85. So x, let's just show the algebra. Divided by 5, divided by 5. So therefore, x is equal to 85 divided by 5. And we get 17. So that means he got 17 questions correct. So look at this even. If we read the question, all the question asks is how many questions did he answer correctly? So therefore, he answered 17 questions correctly. Now here's the thing. I could have solved for y first, and if I did that, I would have had to then go and solve for x. This question is a little bit funny in that we always want to do a check, but we can't check unless we solve for y as well. So let's do our little check. But first thing we're going to do is let's solve for y. So we're going to sub x equals 17 into 1. So I'm going to get 17 plus y equals 30. Y is equal to 30 minus 17, which is equal to 13. So now we can do our check. So 4 times 17 minus 13 should give me 55. So 4 times 17 minus 13. And sure enough, when I put that in my calculator, I get 55 equals 55. And I feel good. So notice this question is no different than any of the other ones we've done. We just have to come up with this initial set of equations. Okay. Just as a little exercise to make sure we're aware of this, let's just do a little side thing here. We could have done this question with substitution. So if we use substitution, what we're going to do here is we have x plus y equals 30, and we have 4x minus y equals 55. So I'm probably going to take equation 1 and isolate in it. So y is equal to 30 minus x. So we're going to call that star. We're going to sub star into 2. So we get 4 times 4 times x minus, and make sure you put these brackets here because it's minus the whole thing. So we get 4x minus 30 plus x equals 55. A little algebra, 5x equals, add 30 to both sides is 85. So x is equal to 17. Of course, you could continue from there. So again, the pink here is completely excessive, but I just want to demonstrate you can do this with substitution, but I think in this case elimination is the better approach. I hope this video helped.